Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome to Pardon the Ministers. I'm Barrett O'Connell.
We're really excited here to have Clint Mosely, an evangelist from the DFW Church, joining us for an interview. And Clint, it's good to have you on Pardon the Ministers, our inaugural episode that we are recording. You have a wife, you have 2 children, and you have ministry. What has it been like for you adding full-time teacher to your job description as an evangelist?
Well, number one, thank you guys. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for Barrett for having me on. I was able to get my travel schedule around so I can be here virtually with you guys. So thanks again.
That's good, man.
Making that happen.
Thanks for fitting us in.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, that's a good question. Being a minister, being a husband, being a dad of 2 elementary age kids.
Why did you air quote husband? What does that mean?
We'll edit that out in post. Judy will never see it.
Yes, it's true. It's true. I am a husband of but one wife. And so it is. It's difficult. I didn't think it was psychologically possible to be a minister, a husband, and a teacher. It's tough, bro. I've almost expelled my kids twice, but the letter home to the parent proved beneficial, so they're doing well now. But it's crazy. You get on Zoom calls as a minister, and you connect with the congregation, and then you got the kids. They need things, and of course, you want to be a good dad and see what little Nicholas has and help him with that. But it does. It pulls you in multiple directions. And when we got that Facebook post from our school, that school was over for the rest of the semester, me and my wife, we cried a little bit.
You're one tier.
One tier, but our hope is still in the Lord. So
what grade are your kids, Clint?
Oh, good question. Good question. I had to come back with you on that one. No, bro. My daughter, 5th grade, and then my son is 2nd grade.
So tell the truth, Clint, with 5th and 2nd grade, is there any subject matter that you had to relearn first before teaching them?
Well, since you said
Did you have to practice some new math?
Since you said tell the truth, I will not tell a lie. At this point, I have not had to Google anything yet.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's only been,
So Judy's doing all the homework with them. Is that what I'm hearing?
She does a lot. She definitely does a lot. She's helping them right now. So I could be here traveling with you guys and connecting.
Excellent. She's a great woman, Clint. We admire her greatly. Long suffering, her endurance. She's fantastic. So Clint, we've known each other since high school, growing up in the Dallas area. And I know you're a sports fan. What's it like to be a sports fan during the pandemic? What's it like to root for the Dallas Cowboys, to wear that star on your chest?
Well, I figured out that I'm not a true Dallas Cowboy fan.
Really?
I wear the apparel because I am a minister and I want to save good face. But someone asked me day 2 of the draft, hey, what did you think about the Dallas Cowboys draft picks? And I said, what draft picks? So I found out that the pandemic has brought out that I am not as true a Cowboy fan as I thought I was. But I'm still keeping the shirt. And I know CeeDee Lamb was their first pick that they made now. I have repented. But the pandemic.
From your alma mater.
From the University of Oklahoma. I should have known. but I didn't get a text from CeeDee Lamb to let me know he was coming to Dallas. So that probably.
Well, I'm sure you'll see him in church. I'm sure you'll see him in church on Sunday soon. So
I hope, and if we stay virtual, it'll be a good chance.
excellent. Well, Clint, I know in sports quarantine news where Corona and sports meet. Rudy Gobert, NBA player, was the first kind of well-known pro athlete to come down with Corona and be diagnosed. And initially, that was a really big story because he infected his teammates. Well, then kind of word leaked out that he had spent the preceding week making jokes about Corona, and he walked around the locker room like licking surfaces and fake coughing on people as like a ha-ha, I'm not scared of Corona. So when he tested positive and a bunch of his teammates did, now a lot of stories have come out saying his teammates are angry at him. They don't ever want to play with him anymore. As a guy who came as close as possible to playing college basketball without actually playing it, would you have embraced a teammate who had infected the rest of the team with coronavirus?
Well, that would be pretty tough, even as a Christian man, saved and sanctified. I think I would have a difficult time embracing him. I think forgiveness, yes, for sure, because I want to be forgiven by the Master, by the Father. But that'd be pretty tough. You know, I think the next barbecue that I would host for my team, I would say, hey, bro, just go ahead and join in via Zoom. And we'll get you a virtual rib, virtual hamburger. We'll send your way. But I'm pretty sure he's kicking himself now. Would you say that, Jason? I'm pretty sure you think he'll be kicking himself now.
Hey, if that teammate was LeBron James, I'd be tucking him in his bed and spoon feeding him chicken noodle soup or whatever. He could lick me on my forehead. I don't care. I think it just depends on how good of a player you are. And I think we all would agree that when it comes to sports, the better you are, the more you can get away with. So maybe Rudy Gobert learned how good he is during all of this by the amount of forgiveness he was given. Because if it was LeBron James, there wouldn't be a teammate in the world that wouldn't want to play with him.
But my understanding is the same thing is true in ministry. Clint's boss, Todd Assad, says Clint can get away with murder. He said he's so good as a minister, they kind of just give him the keys and say whatever has to happen, let it happen.
Right. Very, very funny. I don't think that's confirmed yet, but hopefully I get there at that one day. But I do not plan to murder anybody either, so that should help me out.
Well, we have the footage that says that if you ever find yourself in trouble. So, Clint, random quarantine question: does it count if I just listen to my Bible? You know, lots of people in the quarantine finding new ways to connect with God. What if I don't actually read my Bible and I just listen?
Oh wow, yeah, I saw on Fox News they reported that physical Bibles sales have skyrocketed during this COVID, and then I have to ask myself, am I truly saved if I listen to the Bible versus read it with my own two big eyes? And I would say listening is still good. You know, that's what happened back in the Old Testament and New Testament. A lot of them couldn't read back then, so they listened to it.
Well, I thought that might be your answer, and I also thought you might be a Fox News guy. And you just confirmed both of those things. So
I think we can agree. You can listen to the audio Bible. You can read the Bible. The worst thing you can do is to watch a recording of three ministers leading a sports talk show.
This does not count.
That does not count.
If anyone is wondering at home, this does not count.
Yeah,
this should not be your quiet time.
Yes, don't take communion after this. It does not.
Yeah.
So, Clint, I saw a article on Yahoo News that talked about what it's like to face the coronavirus in an America that's not always kind to black men. So anything you could say about being a black man and being forced with things like should I or should I not wear a mask, different things like that during what's already a hard time.
Yes, that's especially in a time. I'll answer the question for me secondly, but even in a time where I read an article about a black man being murdered this past week or last week, which was devastating. And it is. It's one of those. It's the awesome thing about us is that we all have different backgrounds from different places, and we can joke, we can have fun, but some people don't have that freedom. But even with that, thinking about that, when I get out of a car with a mask on, I get out very slowly. I make sure that people know I'm here with my little son who's in second grade, and I slowly walk into places and greet everyone just to make sure they know that I might even tell them I'm a minister. I preach on Sundays, I listen to YouVersion and read it. So I got a lot of things that I do to make sure that people know that I am not a threat, that if you know me, I might can even help you with eternity if you know me. So I try to go the other route for sure.
Well, I can't imagine what it's like to have to think in those terms, but I appreciate you shining a little light on that for us.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Thank you for asking it. I'm glad I at least live in America where I can go out and enjoy a time with my family, have a home to stay in, and be able to shoot a video as well with some good friends. So I'm glad y'all had me on the show.
Right. All right, Clint, final question here. So in your house, a couple of young kids there, did you purchase Trolls the movie for $19.99 on video on demand?
I did not. I did watch Onward. Great movie.
Okay, Onward.
Yeah, Onward, great movie, and we did get a subscription of Disney Plus once the COVID did happen. I was one of the slow adopters to Disney Plus, and I got a sign from above that it's time for you to join the party, bro.
Well, I'm glad you listened to her.
Was the sign from above? Yeah.
I'm glad you listened to her. And sounds like you're a great dad, and I know you're a great minister, and we thank you for your time with us today, Clint.
Yes, thank you guys again for having me. And do I validate my parking ticket with you guys?
All travel expenses are covered.
Thank you.
So, amen.
Yeah, I think the other thing that I'll bring up is, how do you get a haircut during these times, right? It might be easy for you.
It's been hard on me.
Yeah. But Jason, do you cut your own hair? Do you have your wife do it, or you let your kids do it? Or?
I cut my son's hair, so there's a iconic, coronavirus moment checked off the list. Right. And my wife cut my hair, and if I didn't have to record myself preaching during this time, I might have just gone full caveman. So the fact that I have to record videos, I think, has saved me and my wife's relationship a lot, because I have to maintain appearances. Do you cut your own hair? Do you fade yourself, or did you get somebody, because it looks good? Okay. Did you break quarantine to have somebody come in and fade you up?
You talking to Barrett or me? No, just playing there. I actually cut my own hair. Back when I met Barrett in high school, I would cut students' hair, guys on the basketball team. I would charge them $2 for a fade. And so, that was 20 plus years ago. So I've gotten
he only charged me $1 because I was bald back then already. So I walked around at 15, just smooth on top.
You're like, can you just brush my head, please? Just brush my head.
Well, it looks good. It looks good.
Yes, thank you. Been practicing.
All right, good job with today's episode, guys. No mistakes. So knock on wood. Let's hope we can keep the streak alive and going. The only two things that I pointed out here with the Fox News article, it said it's an increase of 143% in Bible sales as compared to last year. So I think one good thing that can come out of this situation is that many people are turning to God. So hopefully we can bring people to Christ and bring them to church and get them baptized. Also, Speaking of the Pixar movies, I did see Onward. My brother-in-law paid the $20 to watch it for his kid, and it was an awesome movie. A couple of times I teared up, so a great movie, great message. Good job today, guys.
Audio Jungle.